streaming. And now we wait. Move this gently. There we go. Microphone didn't unplug. We're live. Streaming now. Hi. Hello. Hello, everyone. Just getting things started here. I'm a little winded. Had to do a lot of running around to get things going on. Everything should be audible. Hello. Never seen Game Shakers. Hello. Good evening to all of you this fine Saturday. The next animated atrocities, I don't know at the moment. Right now, I am focusing on finishing High Guardian Spice. Oh yes, it's Sunday. The days run together for me. I originally planned to do this stream on Saturday, but yesterday I was busy and I had a headache, and that's the map button. And I didn't want to do anything. I need to configure the controls. Just give me a minute here. Left, right, select, start, Y, B, X, A, L, R. There we go. There we go. I've been alright, and I do apologize. I have a bit of a cough tonight. Do you like chowder? Chowder is mostly good. It's mostly good. It's not perfect. No, I have not watched Hazbin Hotel past the first episode. I need to remake the worst of the 2000s list. I haven't gotten to Flapjack yet for CN Real. That's gonna be one of the later shows I'm thinking about doing. Just because it seems more of a Halloween vibe. You're free to ask any questions that you would like. How many brothers and sisters do I have? That's personal. Mike, Lou, and Og, I'm probably going to do that one early because it doesn't have too many episodes. After I finish Ed, Ed, and Eddie, I'm going to be doing a bunch of them with short episodes. Thank you, Jose Perez. My birthday is not for quite a while, though. Thank you, Joshua Jenkins. Do you think Family Guy will be canceled permanently? Probably not. Ever. Okay. I love this background music. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I turned down the game's volume quite a lot. When's my next SpongeBob-related animated atrocity coming out? Probably when the a Sandy movie is actually legitimately released. I don't play Kirby, unfortunately. Gotta go through here. Kiki the monkey, I do not like this part. Yeah, given... I need to focus so I don't get hit and I don't lose Kiki. Give me a minute here. I hate this maze. Sandy already has a movie. It was leaked, but I can't review things that are simply leaked. That's not fair use. I don't remember which episode of Lloyd in Space I like the least. It's been a while. Okay, we're here, finally. Let's see if I remember how to do this one. That's... How much snow are you getting? A lot. New England snow is never fun. No, but I hear it's awful. here. Come. Come. I am not good with the net. Yes, this is a Zelda game. It is the Zelda game. Am I into finding lost media? Not exactly. I'm into documenting media that has been found, though. Thoughts on Wish? I haven't seen the movie fully yet. I don't want to spend theater money on Wish. Thank you, Jose Perez. Companies really gotta stop doing that. This shelving completed work shit. Honestly, that should be made illegal. It is of a detriment to the public and to the workers. Hello, Coda. Thoughts on the animated Oscar nominees? I don't care about the Oscars at all. I didn't even know the Oscars happened. I have seen the songs in Wish. None of them are good. The shortest CN show are the miniseries. Thank you, Matthew Valente. Some Discovery Kids shows are found. I found most of the ones I remember, at least. Sorry if I'm out of it tonight. I don't know why. I know I got a bit of a cough. Maybe I'm coming down with something. That's not good. This is the Thanks I Get is an awful song. Here we go. I have not played Undertale Yellow. I don't play too many fan games. I don't know what's more to talk about with the Cartoon Network version of Nick Orama. What? Are you going to do more season reviews like Korra? Those take a long time. And usually it's better to just review the entire series. Why do you hate Bobby Goes Nuts? Because it's an episode that says that there's a wrong way to defend yourself from bullies that are assaulting you. Blake Halsey High is not lost. I personally have every single episode, and I believe they're all uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, that one's found. I have no thoughts with the Verbal Ace situation. Why do you dislike Hank's choice? Because it's cruel and sadistic. Thank you, Jose Perez. I like the Magic School Bus. Oh, what am I doing? I am really out of it tonight. I apologize. It has been a long couple of days. Were you scared by the wormy episode of SpongeBob? No. It's been a very long time since I've seen Stressed Eric. It's not exactly the kind of show I like to go back to. Neither of them are very pleasant, though. I have not heard of that cartoon. Not much. Playing A Link to the Past. Not feeling my best, I guess. I have not been keeping up with Has-Been Hotel. It's just not my kind of thing. Adult Party Cartoon was probably the worst experience I've ever had watching a show. There is no best Horrid Henry episode. There, pretty much all of them I've seen are not good. I have not seen Lack-a-Daisy. Oh yeah, the compass. Family Guy does have good episodes, and it's not constantly miserable, even in the bad seasons. Thank you. I'm gonna try and keep going. We're probably not going to beat this game today, but I'm gonna keep trying. And I apologize for all of the coughing. It has just been a hell of a week, let's say that much. Thoughts on the Lego Movie? I like the Lego Movie. The Dead Time Stories, it just, I don't know, it's lost a lot of its punch over the years. It just, I don't know if I want to say it's aged poorly, it's just not as impressive to me as it once was. Goodbye. Any animated projects that you're looking forward to this year? I'm not sure off the top of my head. Seen any animated spin-offs from live-action franchises? I saw that Kid Danger shit. Which movie is worse, Toy Story 4 or Lightyear? Toy Story 4 by a mile. Thank you, Dax Hudson. Are you going to do a video on the top 10 worst video games that you played? No, I don't think so. I'm not the biggest... I don't really play bad video games too often. Jeez, this cough. Are you going to review the dog fart? No, I don't think so. Yes, I'm going to review Toy Story 4. It's not good. I think somebody on YouTube went for like 6 hours reviewing every problem in Toy Story 4. Thank you, Jack. And my entire High Guardian Spice review series is not that long. I have not seen Puka. Why do you think everything sucks? Everything doesn't suck. This game doesn't suck. Atrocity 200 is Boss Baby. At this point, the numbers are irrelevant. I am lost. Yay. Let's go this way. Do you plan on reviewing something super duper meaningful for Admirable Animations? I mean, at this point, pretty much all Admirable Animations are something meaningful. That's generally the idea. Yes, I've heard that the other episodes of Out of Jimmy's Head have been found. Do you like The Critic? I have never seen it, strangely enough. Do you have a take on the Chugga Conroy drama? Yeah, I wrote an essay, basically, yesterday on my DeviantArt account for my full thoughts. It's sad and disheartening is the simplest way I can put it. I need to go the other way. Okay. Have you seen Disney's Planes and Planes Fire and Rescue? Yes, they are awful. If you want spoilers, I've seen all of the infamous movies from both Disney and DreamWorks for the big mega ranking video. Planes, Fire, and Rescue is the worst out of all of them. All of them. Rotten Tomatoes is a useless source that nobody should ever use or take seriously ever. But thank you for the donation. I'd give you thoughts on Inside Out 2 if they made a real trailer that told me real things about the actual movie. I am really getting sick of these announcements and these teasers that just say, this movie is going to exist at some point. I would like those if we were playing Elder Scrolls 6 by now. Will you review Planes, Fire, and Rescue? I'll probably review them both. They are just... I don't know when the Boss Baby review will finally be finished. I have not seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish yet. There we go. Ed, Ed and Eddie movie is good. It's been a long time since I've seen Mary and Max. No, I have not seen Ruby. There are not many new video games I'm looking forward to, for better or worse. The South Park movie is alright. It's not something I choose to watch often. I have not seen The Breadwinner. Ouch. Favorite Ren and Stimpy episode, that would be Stimpy's Invention. Have you seen Arcane? No. And I haven't seen Camp Camp either. I'm very focused on certain shows at the moment. Thoughts on Butch Hartman? I made a video on Butch Hartman forever ago. I think it was 2020? 2022? Or it was a few years ago at this point. I used to love Lego, but unfortunately they're all like super expensive. I don't know if they were always super expensive, but now it's like even the simplest sets cost like hundreds of bucks. Do you remember Megas XLR? Yes, it's on the list of the CN Real shows. Why does Link have pink hair in this game? It's because of sprite limitations. A 16-bit sprite can only have 8 different colors, and Link shares this sprite palette with his bunny version, which is pink. That's why he has pink hair in this version. In the Game Boy Advance version of A Link to the Past, he does not have pink hair. It's blonde in that one. But he also shouts every time he swings his sword, so it's a pain in the ass. Die. Ah! So many dark rooms. I am going to use a ferry. What do I do in my free time when I'm not doing animation job? Stuff like this. Playing the game. Lately, planning a lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. How hard is the game you're playing right now? People say A Link to the Past is really difficult. I don't know how much I agree with that. As a kid, I got all the way to the boss of Turtle Rock. Could never beat it because it kept running out of magic. But I did manage to get that far. There we go. What would you say is the best sequel to a Disney movie? Lion King 2? Okay, this is the Helmsaur King. You could hit him with the hammer. I remember an old FAQ from GameStop forever ago that said this was the hardest boss in the game. I don't believe that. Thank you, James Moyner. Kino's Journey. I'll see if I can check it out. But right now, I have to focus on the shows that are already on my docket. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3? No, it's too expensive for me to afford. What do you think of the live-action Legend of Zelda? I'll tell you when it comes out. Then you hit the green orb on its head. Stay still! Once I beat this guy without getting hit once. This is not that playthrough. What was the best era for internet memes? 1987. Thank you, Spangelo. The upcoming Garfield movie? I have no thoughts. I don't care about Garfield. I would be not happy if Ed, Edd n Eddy got a comeback. It had a good run. Let it be in the past. Could High Guardian Spice work with better writers? You're gonna have to wait to hear my opinion on that one. The next episode is episode 10, I think. Yeah, it's a short one. But then we get Friday's episode, episode 11, which is... Oh my god. Oh my god, episode 11 of High Guardian Spice. That's... You still enjoying modern SpongeBob? Some of the episodes. Do I understand? Yes. Any updates on your video game collection? I don't really buy physical games nowadays. I buy only a couple of digital ones a year. So I guess that. Hello. Will you do a Ren and Stimpy video on the reboots if it comes out? Maybe. I don't know. I've never been a big Ren and Stimpy guy in general, especially with how the course of history has... with how that series is viewed nowadays. Thoughts on Palworld? I have not played it. I don't own it, because once again, it's a game that costs more than $5. Like, I understand there's a controversy on it, but I don't have a ticket to talk about it, because I couldn't even really get it if I wanted to. I got a budget. There are important things I need to buy. Thoughts on the Proud Family reboots? I haven't seen it. Thoughts on the Netflix Avatar remake? We'll see when it comes out. If I understand correctly, the Shyamalan trailers were alright in themselves. All of internet discourse in 2024, in its entirety, is tiring. There we go. Doop, doop, doop. I haven't seen Ted. After the directions the Family Guy took, I'm not exactly the most interested in Seth MacFarlane's other work. And yeah, I don't have an Xbox. January is... You have to understand that January is always bad for YouTubers. Always. It's never a good time on YouTube. Views are down, ads are down. It's just not a good time. This guy will give me the shovel. Yeah, you're gonna take the shovel. And we're gonna go to the light world. We're gonna need to dig. We got the potato. Yes, I own a GameCube. Any Disney movies you'd want to get their own TV or streaming series? Treasure Planet. Now Link automatically knows how to play this song. This game calls it a flute, but I think we can all obviously see that it's actually the Ocarina of Time. The best Zelda game, in my opinion, is Majora's Mask. At the very least, that's my favorite one. There we go on that one. Thank you, Matthew Valente. Rotten Tomatoes, how they rank and movies to begin with is just wrong from the start. If 70% of, if 100% of critics say that a movie is like 7 out of 10, it gets 100%. That's flawed to begin with. Will you post a top 10 best and worst Cartoon Network shows after seeing Real? Probably. At the very least, I'll do a DeviantArt post about it. What are you currently watching? Ed, Edd n Eddy. I had to take a little bit of break from watching it to get the High Guardian Spice stuff done. What are your thoughts on SpongeBob Season 5? It's got a lot of good episodes. We gotta go back to the real world. I just remember, there's quite a few heart pieces that I missed on the first one. Ah, B! Go away! Go! No, leave me alone, B. Thoughts on Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. My thoughts are complicated. That review is gonna be an interesting one. Mau Mau, I haven't gotten to it. It is in Unreal, and that one I'm definitely interested in getting to. A lot of people seem to like it, but I never heard of it before I started this project. So, we'll see. Ed, Edd n Eddy is probably the best Canadian cartoon, yes. That I've seen, at least. Go! I need to win the race. No, I don't drive a car. Juniper Lee, I believe, is on my list. Unreal, it's Nico-Rama, but Cartoon Network. Thoughts on SpongeBob episode Valentine's Day? I haven't seen that one in a decade. Link to the Past definitely has some good tunes. It's not my favorite soundtrack in the Zelda series, but it's good. I haven't played the Pikmin video games. Although, I really want to. Maybe this summer. What year did you get into cartoons? 1995, I want to say. Which shows have you not seen but plan to. At this point, let's just say all of them. Is Majora's Mask 3D a good remake? No, it is not a good remake. Like, if we want to count that as its own separate Zelda game, it's probably the worst. I know a lot of people like it. It does have some improvements, but some things just ruin the game. Ocarina of Time 3D is a good remake. It is the best way to play that game. Foster is aged, I don't know if I want to say it aged poorly because of Blue. It's a complicated discussion. Okay, now we're in the town of thieves, I believe. I got so much money. That's not good. Ow. Okay, I need to get to the statue in the center of town. There we go. So first thing we gotta do is this. Then we gotta do some things. Worst Bluey episode? I don't remember seeing a bad episode, so I can't answer you that one. Okay, so in the game, I'm about to do something very, very boring and tedious. So I'm going to focus on the chat while I do this. What's my favorite restaurant? Don't really go out to eat in a long time. What's your thoughts on the worst American Dad episode? American Fung. I have never played a Kingdom Hearts game. Do you still hate Uh-Oh Canada? I don't know. I haven't seen it since I made that old review. Over a decade ago. Not over a decade ago. A decade ago. I have never played a Pikmin game. My favorite game on the Nintendo 3DS is Animal Crossing. I like some Coldplay songs. Viva La Vida is one of my favorite songs of all time. Are you caught up with Welcome to Demon School? No, actually. Thoughts on Super Mario 3D Land? I missed out on that one. Do you know how to animate? Technically speaking, I know how the process is done. I just can't do it myself. How am I doing? Alright. I'm a little bit sick. I think my Discord has given me the... Yes. It's given me the update that the stream I'm doing is still going. Least favorite Pokemon from the first 151. Geodude. My favorite SNES game is Terranigma. Thank you, SMS. Thoughts on the SpongeBob episode Enchanted Tiki Dreams? 7 out of 10. It's nice to see Squidward get a good day for once, but it's not really funny. Why is country your favorite music genre? I grew up on this stuff. It was all that was pumped into me since I was very young. My favorite genre of arcade game. It's been forever since I played arcade games. Skee-ball. That's my favorite genre. No, this is not Pal World. Give me more arrows, thank you. Have you seen 8 Crazy Nights? No. Do you consider early Taylor Swift country? Yes, early Taylor Swift was country. Can you do a video on Callowbee production? I don't know what that is. Are we gonna do any more tier lists at some point? Yeah, I got a big one in the works. What's your most overrated music artist in your opinion? I'm not gonna answer that offhand. That's a big question. Buzz on Maggie is more 4 out of 10 than anything. I would say Coconut Fred is probably 3 out of 10. A lot of people consider Coconut Fred one of the worst cartoons of all time, and it's just more boring and annoying than anything. Oh yeah, I heard about Nickelodeon making Rock, Paper, Scissors a show. What's the worst preschool show aside from Caillou? Dirt Girl World. That was pretty horrifying. I did a review on that one. My favorite Zelda level is the Stone Tower Temple. Is there anything you did like about Caillou? No. DW is actually worse than Caillou. Yeah, I gotta fix metadata and stuff like that. I want to carry more arrows, please. Why do you think DW is worse than Caillou? DW seems to be more obnoxious. She has more chances to be obnoxious and an ass, because she has an older brother that she bothers. I have not been keeping up with Ghost and Molly McGee. Did you like Mad when it started airing on CN? I thought it was alright. I don't think it ever got above alright, but it was alright. How would you fix Brave? Completely rewrite Merida's character, like, from the ground up. Start completely differently. And if you get anywhere in the realm of who Merida became, start over again. Is Arthur's Big Hit your least favorite Arthur episode? Probably. Are you still reviewing Santa Inc.? I don't know. That seems to be kind of well-trodden ground at this point. Yay, I have a little luck. Is it worth it to aspire being a voice actor? I can't answer that question for you. Boop. There we go. Okay, the tedious thing is over for now. I really wish this was done differently. What sequel do you think is worse, Ralph 2 or Toy Story 4? By a mile. Oh wait, no, I don't want to go yet. I gotta get the bottle I missed before. Will you be watching the live-action Avatar show? Probably. I'm also probably going to be reviewing the Shyamalan movie. How do you play and read comments so fast? This game, I know like the back of my hand, so I can focus both. Also, as a writer, you tend to be able to read quite fast. Which finale is worse, Things Change or the Samurai Jack finale? They're both bad in different ways, but the Samurai Jack thing was much, much longer. Toy Story 4 is just a full discussion. I'm guessing that's the video you guys are going to be wanting next month. If you guys want a Toy Story 4 video like now, I'll start working on it as soon as the High Guardian Spice stuff is done. What editing software would you recommend for beginners? Honestly, any editing software except the one that I use. I talked to my editors and it's like very confusing and unusual. I use Adobe Premiere Elements. Most people these days I think use Sony Vegas. So we go here. Thank you, Don't Fear the Reaper. The Dorby's video was great. Dr. Theo, what's your ideal Zelda game? That would take like a full essay. I will say this. My ideal Zelda game doesn't have beeping when you're low on hearts, and it doesn't have a stealth mission. And it doesn't start with a cutscene. Those three things, if a Zelda game had those, it'd probably be perfect in my eyes. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay, we're back in the Dark World. Now we can get more chests. This one. I've heard of Night in the Woods. I have Night in the Woods, but I haven't gotten a chance to play it. Long time ago, I did just randomly buy a bunch of games at a time. Some I've had for years that I've never played for long. This is not the place I want to go. There we go. Do you like survival horror games? I like old survival horror games. I'm talking about like pre-2005 survival horror games. Pen Zero, huh? Any video game art styles you like? This one? The pixel art style, I guess. I have never played Resident Evil 4, believe it or not. Best year of all time. The best years. I remember 2012 being pretty good. But maybe that's nostalgia at this point. I feel very old that 2012 is nostalgic. Which is the better Zelda game, Breath of the Wild or Skyward Sword? I've never played Skyward Sword, but I'm pretty sure if you asked literally anyone on Earth, they're always gonna just answer that Breath of the Wild is better. Have you seen any other live-action animated hybrid shows? Shows? No, I don't think so. There aren't many of them. I've seen movies. Peggy Hill was a better character early on in the show. Flanderization just hit her horribly. I have not played Spirit Tracks. I got it for a Christmas present, like when I was 15 years old. I still have the same copy. I've still never played it. I don't know why. Need to get Link's Awakening soon. That one's a good one. Thinking of doing the... thank you, Jack. Thinking of doing the Disney equivalent of CN Real? Maybe at some point. I know if I do, a Disney equivalent, people are going to say it's just Disney-cember. Honestly, if I were to do it, I'd probably just call it Disney-cember to get that out of the way. But maybe. I want to focus on Cartoon Network for a while. I'm much more familiar with the Cartoon Network shows than I am with the Disney shows. Even more so than the Nickelodeon shows, believe it or not. Thoughts on Scott Pilgrim versus the World? That's something that I've been wanting to get into, but never got an opportunity. The shopping spree scene from Chowder is genius. It's famous for a reason. I am not going to be covering any acquired programming this year. If Sanrio is successful, I'm not going to be doing it next year, but the year after I will be doing the more famous acquired programming. Obviously, I still won't get every acquired programming series because there's a bajillion of them. Okay, that's bad. I am not going to be talking about What a Cartoon this year because it's an anthology show. I am doing alright. Any animated series equivalent to The Room? Invisible Network of Kids came pretty close. There's also Dork Hunters from Outer Space. There is one item that I really want before I finish this dungeon. Opinion on The Black Cauldron. It's not one of the worst ever. Gurgi is terrible and was a mistake. But I've seen worse. I've even seen worse in Disney's quote-unquote Dark Age. Honestly, I disliked The Rescuers even more. Opinion on Home on the Range. Home on the Range is not a good movie. Okay. This was... How do I get... I never remember... How to get in. Thank you. Has your opinion changed on Chicken Little? No, it's still as awful as it was back then. Ah, goddamn. Go away, you stupid pose. There we go. Hello, Josh Brodash. Have you seen Primal? No, I have not. How do you rank Wish in the Disney tier list? I have not seen Wish yet. There we go, there we go. What rating would I give Chicken Little out of 10? I would give it an F out of 10. Ripping on Silent Hill 2 remake when it comes out. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm hoping it's good. What made Rescuers a bad movie? It's bad. The characters are bland. It's very low budget. I did a review on Total Drama. 16 I'm not as familiar with. Next, Zelda game review. I'm probably going to be doing one on the gaming channel eventually. Which is worse between Chicken Little and Toy Story 4? That I don't know. Seen any Don Bluth movies? I've seen most of the ones from the 80s, I think. I think I've seen all of the good, famous ones. Okay, first of all, I need to get this. Have you watched the Sam and Max cartoon? Yeah, it's kind of insane. Have you seen It's Pony or Middlemost Post? I've seen only a couple of episodes of It's Pony back when it first started airing. What movies from Disney's Dark Age did you like? Fox and the Hound is an amazing movie, except for the first 30 minutes. The reason I don't want to review Velma is, yeah, because everyone is talking about it. I know that's exactly the opposite of how the game is played these days, but... Oh yeah, Great Mouse Detective is a really good movie, too. What do you think of It's Pony? I thought it was okay. It didn't stick out to me amazingly. It should have been treated better, but that's true of all cartoons these days. What made Fox and the Hound's first 30 minutes weakish? It was cutesy for the sake of being cutesy. The pacing was in the mud. But once it gets going, it really gets going. Robin Hood is also a good Bronze Age Disney movie. That one's pretty good. Have you played any Rayman games? Rayman 2 is really, really cool. I just haven't played it in forever. How good is Oliver and Company? It's not very good, no. I'm not gonna say it's a train wreck, but Oliver and Company was one I didn't really like. Do boycotts work? That largely depends on very many factors. Have you seen Fox and the Hound 2? No. Give me more arrows, please. Does it cost any money to make videos? That also depends on many factors. If you're just doing it all yourself, generally no. Favorite female villain? That's not something I can answer offhand. I'd have to think about that. Do petitions work? Generally, no. You should watch Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas. It's a good Christmas animation. Thank you, SMS. I'll have to figure that one out. I'll have to look into it. My brain is broken tonight. Never in my life have I ever heard of a story of a petition, even like not an online petition, working, ever. Boycotts, I've heard stories of them working. Petitions, no, never. Not saying it hasn't happened or it can happen, I've just never seen it. Why do modern cartoons look worse now than the older ones? I think you have a very a filtered view. There are a lot of old cartoons that look amazing, and there's a lot of modern ones that look amazing too. Is the Looney Tunes show considered a bad cartoon? People weren't into it when it came out, but nowadays I think it's one of the most beloved cartoons of the 2010s. Or at the very least, it's a pretty big cult classic. What did you think of Equestria Girls? I defended the first movie, maybe a little bit too much. I like the second movie. Haven't seen the third, and I haven't seen the show. Did you drink enough water today? Yes. What are some shows that had a bad first season? Gumball is definitely one of them that had a bad first season. Thank you, Jimation. But what is inside that wall to the right in the ferry? What do you mean, what is to the wall on the right? Oh, I've never noticed that. Let's find out, shall we? Are you gonna see Kung Fu Panda 4? Yeah, probably. I have to. Fairies! That's what's in here. Favorite member of the main six was always Fluttershy. Thoughts on Despicable Me so far? I'm not into the Despicable Me stuff. Because doing this gets you more bombs and more arrows. I think bombs cap out at 50 and arrows cap out at 70. What's a show that you like that everyone seems to hate? I guess Wish Fart. The name and the art style scares a lot of people off. Did you watch the Super Mario movie? Yes I did. How underrated is Eek the Cat? I have no idea. I've never seen it. Did you see Migration? No. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. What's your opinion on the Oblongs? I saw some episodes 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I liked it. Have you watched the Barbie movie? No. At least not the live action one. Have you seen Weathering with You? No, I haven't. Keep going, keep going. Ah! Where are the stairs? There are the stairs. What's your thoughts on Disney's future moving forward? They really have to, steady the ship. I don't know if it's complacency or whatever, but Disney is in a bad place. Like a really bad place. Maybe not the worst that they've ever been, but they definitely need to do something. The best Digimon season? I don't watch Digimon, unfortunately. Although I feel I missed out on that one. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Ow. Ow, ow. Ouch. Come on. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Supposed to give me heart pieces. No, Disney is in a different place. My favorite Danganronpa game is a little bit... that one's hard to answer. The story is best in 2, but 2 has the worst gameplay out of all of them. So, a lot of people think you need the Titan's Mitt to lift this, but you really don't. I think you're supposed to need it, but you just don't. Don't go in this room, though. This room is a trap. Do you play Professor Layton? No, but it's another thing that I want to. Do you prefer gameplay or story in games? It depends on the game. There we go. Give me the heart. Oh. Yeah. Have you played any of the Paper Mario games? No, I have not. You also don't need a key to open these doors. Roger Rabbit is an amazing movie. Go away. There we go. I have not played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. Favorite portable game console? Probably the Game Boy Advance SP. Who's your favorite Ace Attorney character? Probably Phoenix himself. Go. Grab this quickly. And leave the room. I have not seen Season 12 and 13 of SpongeBob. How will you be able to get through every episode of The Problem Solvers? If I have too much eye strain, I'll have to look away. I'll probably be watching that as if I'm blind. Or otherwise, I will be blind. Have you seen The Amazing Digital Circus? Yes, it is a very good animation, and I hope to see more from it. Okay, so blind here actually is one of the hardest bosses in the game. Unless you're smart and you get this. Then blind can't hurt you if you have the magic cape. Just don't... So much shit is just flying all over the screen in this dungeon. What inspired you to become a reviewer? Nostalgia critic, Todd in the Shadows, a lot of early 2010s internet culture. Wind Waker, I haven't played in a very long time, actually. Opinion on a Homestar Runner. I think that's before my time on the internet. Keaton Savage. What modern day show does representation and diversity well, in your opinion? That's something that I'd have to think about. I don't know any examples off the top of my head. Which Kablam shorts do you think should have gotten their own show instead of Angela Anaconda? Life with Loopy, definitely. What's your favorite video that you made in 2023? The stupid April Fool's joke video. That was my favorite of them all. And I'd advise you to go see it if you can. It's just ridiculous nonsense. Okay. Favorite Class of 3000 character? Probably Madison. She's ridiculous. Favorite Indiana Jones movie? Last Crusade. Okay, so get here. Here's how we get the sword. Yay. So I get the sword. My second favorite 2023 video is the SpongeBob one, Season 4. Do you still hate Teen Titans Go? Hate is a strong word, I just don't like it. So all you gotta do is leave the screen and you get the sword. Yay! Now we have the power. Have you seen Kim Possible or American Dragon Jake Long? Long time ago. I remember liking them both quite a bit. Least favorite cartoon of all time. Now that's a list, isn't it? You get the mushroom. Worst Sonic cartoon. People say Underground, so let's go with that. Thought, what? Thoughts on Terra Strong. What's wrong with Spyro 3? Spyro 3 has both the best and the worst of the original Spyro trilogy. Hello. Thank you, Crimson. I definitely have been thinking about the Chugga Conroy thing as much as I can, and I tried to have the most reasonable take I could. Have you seen Nimona? No, but I wanted to. I got the heart piece. Okay. Now we get the magic. Obviously, Spyro 4 is the weakest Spyro game. Spyro 4 is just a train wreck. Ta-da. Do you think there's a potential for a Zelda cartoon or a Zelda movie? Oh, absolutely. You just have to, you know, do it right. Spyro Orange, I don't know if it's worse, but Spyro 4 is the infamous one. Like, it's one of those games that are so infamous, you wonder why the angry video game nerd hasn't talked about it yet. Favorite Nick game show? It's been a long time since I've seen Nick game shows. Do you think that Link should be silent in a Zelda movie? Probably not. A silent protagonist is a lot trickier to do in a movie. Okay, now we take the chest. Thoughts on Illuminati? I think everything that has been said, everything that needs to be said, has been said about that one. Okay, so we take the chest. Go this way. What's your favorite Nick-O-Rama? Probably SpongeBob 1. I think that Wish was written by corporate money. The Legend of Zelda is a different kind of series than Kirby. Yeah. Okay, so we go here. Don't tell anyone, buddy. Thank you. Ah, go away. Are you excited for Zootopia 2? I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to be excited for new Disney Pixar movies these days. I need the book, and the book will give me the Vamos. Oh wait, we can't say Vamos anymore. I'm gonna call it the Bob Medallion. Actually, no, I want to be in the light world. Yeah, Disney's creative slump is a bit taxing, really. I do hear Once Upon a Studio is pretty good. I'll have to see that when I get a chance. Did you like the new characters in Spyro 3? No, that was one of the worst parts about the game. Every single one of them, even the ones that aren't hated, slowed down the pace of the game. What was the last Disney movie that I liked? Are we talking about chronologically? Encanto, but Encanto kind of comes across as an exception in a dark time. Do you watch Death Battle? No. No, I do not. Okay, so this next dungeon, I used to hate it, but then I figured out that you could beat it in 5 minutes. Is Disney in another dark age? We'll have to see. I mean, the 2000s were pretty dour for Disney, all things considered. But a lot of people don't consider that a dark age. Okay, this is... Let's see if I remember to actually do this. That's the map. Yeah, Skullwoods is probably the worst dungeon in the game. Its gimmick is interesting, having both over and under stuff. I haven't talked to Phantom Strider in a very long time, so I'm not going to say anything on that matter. Thank you, Celibate Ciara. I'm definitely still waiting for Chugga Conroy to make some kind of statement. Should he choose to make one. Okay. Eh. Stupid floor masters, wall masters, whatever. Okay. Come on. Let's go. Move quickly. There we go. Thoughts on the boogie situation? Here's my thoughts. There's another one. That sums up all of the thoughts. Okay. Then we do this. Thank you, VHS XP. Keep it up, man. I will do my best. Are you optimistic about the future of DreamWorks? Yeah, DreamWorks seems to be in a pretty good place. Not every single one of their movies has been amazing, but they seem to be doing alright for themselves. That was an incorrect... Yeah, like I said, if you know what you're doing, you could be at Skullwoods in 5 minutes. Seriously. Do you like the idea of a Shrek 5? Not particularly. Do you only review... I don't review anime in general, but when it comes to anime, usually I only watch it dubbed. You know, if I want to read a book, I'll read a book. How well can you speedrun this game? I'm not much of a speedrunner. I only did it like the one time. It takes me about 4 hours to complete this game 100%. No glitches. Are you going to do another charity stream? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Charity on YouTube is kind of in a questionable place right now because the completionist blew up everything. What do I have for... Okay, that's good enough. Do you have any plans to do an animated atrocity on the Animaniacs reboot? Probably. I'm probably going to be talking about it again in that remake of the PSAs. Late 2023 was just... to early 2024 is just crazy for YouTube scandals, huh? What year did the 2000s end? The 2000s decade ended in 2014. I think that's the hard point of when that whole culture finally ended. Dubs can definitely be bad, depending on the dubbing company, obviously, but what can you do? Subs aren't immune to that, either. What if Johnny Test and MLP did a crossover? You didn't see that episode? That episode was crazy. Also, I know this is awkward to say, but many of the deaths I do are intentional because I hate the beeping that much. Thoughts on Onward? Onward has good ideas that it doesn't use. A modern world with magic is great. That's a fantastic idea. So the movie has the bright idea to have this modern world and a magical society that doesn't use magic at all. So it's just a modern world. That's it. It's a modern world that just has elf people. That's the story. Go away, Gibdos. Nobody likes Gibdos. Back here, burp. Go. Are you gonna do an animated atrocity on Frozen? The original Frozen is fine. I don't want to say fine. It's got problems. It's not really atrocity worthy. Frozen 2, on the other hand, the movie doesn't even seem finished. Like, it's not the worst I've ever seen, but it just really didn't feel finished. Okay, let's do this again. I hate Wallmasters. Is there any evidence that people got, seizures? I don't know, man. This day and age, something like the Problem Solvers would probably have a ton of disclaimers. I don't know if it legitimately could cause epilepsy, but even as someone who doesn't suffer from that, my eyes were straining and I have a headache after watching the Problem Solvers. Get the key. How would you fix Ralph 2? Make Wreck-It Ralph act like Wreck-It Ralph and have the message of the movie not completely contradict the first movie. Can you kill those hands that keep falling? Yes you can, but they will continue to keep falling forever. Go away, go. This boss is also hard. Like, there's so much going on. There's slowdown in it. The fire rod is not mandatory. That's in the Bionicle movies. I've never seen them, but I really like Bionicle. There we go. Would you move to Tennessee? I don't know. I don't know much about Tennessee. Thoughts on Scott the Wise? He's pretty alright. Not exactly my cup of tea, but he's alright. What didn't you like about your 2000s video? I wasn't as meticulous as I could have been. I don't like my choices. Obviously, you got the old editing stuff. I mean, you don't have to live in Nashville to listen to country music. What animated shows would you like to fix? Hi, Guardian Spice. Yay. Oh my, I've been going on for over an hour this time. I think it's time to call it for this round. There's one more thing I want to do, and then we can call it a day. I'm going to go to the random house and get the random heart piece. I hear that the Loud House is bad. I haven't kept up with it since the Scold's two-parter thing. That will eat my shield. Admirable animations for Ruby Gilman. Maybe? I don't know. It's not exactly something I just want to talk about. Ah! What show is the hardest for you to find criticism for? I guess shows that are just flat boring, that don't have actual problems. Okay, so in here, you pay an exorbitant price, and you find the heart piece immediately, apparently. And 100 rupees, okay. That took a lot quicker than I thought it would. Anywhere on a top 10 best Mr. Enter video? Maybe. I'm still going through my backlog. That's a story for another day, though. Favorite James Bond movie? Never watched James Bond. Thank you, Drano. Super Chat does work on your end. Admirable on Ruby Gilman. Maybe. I mean, if enough people want it. There's also this guy. This one can take forever, and it costs 80 goddamn rupees. This is all luck. And I hate the RNG. Have you played Pikmin? No, unfortunately. I do want to get into it this year. I'm probably going to be doing that sometime in the summer. Come on, come on. Come on. Yeah, worst theme songs. I love that video, and not just because of the not just because of the quality of the video. It's the last time I worked with a lot of my old friends. It was just enjoyable to make, and it reminds me of a much more better time, I want to say. Not that now is a terrible time, just things in my life right now, or things that were in my life that aren't now. Gotta keep digging. Dig the holes. Have you seen Death Note? No, I have not. Give me the heart piece. Whose idea was this? Do you go to conventions? No. I don't really like being the center of attention or anything like that. I've never gone to a convention. As a participant or as an audience member. It's just not my thing. Come on. Come on. As far as I'm aware, every single spot has an equal chance. This is just so annoying. It's gonna kill a speedrun. And it does keep giving me money. So you just have to keep doing it until you eventually get the heart piece. This time next year. I have not seen Being Puppy Cat. Come on, come on, come on. Thoughts on speedrunning scene? It's definitely quite interesting seeing how that community has cropped up in the past few years. I even gave my hand at making a speedrun a couple of years back. For Pandora's Box, an obscure game on the computer. Because only one other person had ever done a speedrun of it, I technically got a world record, but it has been since surpassed. But yes, technically, at one point, I had a world record speedrun. We might be here all night. I'm beginning to come to a realization. The idea is to get the heart piece and then log off for the night. But the game doesn't want to give me the heart piece. This is unfortunate for me. Honestly, Pandora's Box might not be a bad game to learn how to speedrun because there is no RNG in it whatsoever. Can't even run out of money because it keeps giving me enough for another round. Complaining about the game giving me money. And if you're wondering, there is no specific spot where the heart piece is guaranteed to be. It is literally just random luck. It's buried somewhere. At least as far as I'm aware. There we go! Okay! Yay! We did it! We did it! Okay. Save and quit. Good night to you all. We'll pick this up next week. Bye.